Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Black 80! 53! Come on, boy! Come on, boy! You better be ready! Don't be scared! Alert, alert! 53 is the mic! Black is good!
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Got an open man, it's Foster. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
180! Watch the run, watch the run! Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist! Twist, twist! 44. 57's the mark.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey. Because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Chambers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
34's the mic, 34's the mic. He's coming, check in, check in.
Second and 10. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mike, 58, right there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Jackson.
Give me some.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gained?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
58's the mic, 58.
Looking to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 35. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
On first down, it's Chambers, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Chambers, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. That's the end of the first quarter with the score Chiefs 7, Falcons nothing. On play action, they'll throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. At their own 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
A toss to Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
180. It's a party now. It's a party now. 50 seconds.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Where they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Here we go. Black 30. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Ain't no such thing as black.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 46 yards. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and inches. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run the counter with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
230.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A second quarter score from down in Houston. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Check 31, check 31. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That one complete. He finds Shark. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. First down, here's the run with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Go!
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown, Falcons! DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes this a 9-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown. Then his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Jackson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. They'll drop the throw. This is caught by Williams.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
27 yards there, a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
He's coming. Check in. Oh, you got deep? Shift.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Solomon Thomas has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that.
And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Samson Abukum racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On second down, Williams. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. The kick by Lambeau is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The intended receiver there, Allen. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Check.
Again, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
57. Mike, 57. You must be dreaming.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Williams. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
44. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Hey, exit. 53, Mike. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right.
Push him back.
That's taken in by Callaway. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. So that, a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a 2-score game.
And 2 doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation, because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately, that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's it! 180! Number 53! Mike 53! Let's go, D!
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. To throw now in his own end zone. Now a and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by James Bradbury, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these 2 teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3.
back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal.